Kiitorata, The Runway, is the mental airline Grus Grus Theater's podcast, where each episode introduces one artist on their way towards a performance. What do we find from each artist's toolbox? Which stamps do we see in their performance passports? Welcome to the mental baggage check of Grus Grus Theater's shows of this season. Welcome to Kiitorata, Runway, the podcast where Grus Grus Theater is hosting one of our artists on their way towards a performance. And this is our 5th episode of the podcast already. And if you already probably noticed by now that we are not speaking in Finnish and not in Swedish either. So today we have with us Egle Simenaite. Correct?
Correct. That's correct.
Thank you. And as to be expected, neither Egle or me are native English speaking. So for those of you who are, you have to bear with our awkward English this time. Did I say native
English.
Finnish or native English? Yeah.
No,
you have to bear with
neither.
us. Yes.
Neither Finnish, neither English.
Okay, but to the check-in desk walks now performance maker, artist Egle Simenaite. Egle, is the title correct? Performance maker? What would be like the first title you would put on yourself?
It depends. When I'm applying for some things, I'm putting performance maker. For some things, I'm saying I'm an actress first. For some things, I'm saying I'm a performer. It really depends. Or for some things, I even say I'm a dramaturg. And sometimes I'm saying I'm meter 70 when I'm actually meter 68. Whatever works.
That's something that I do exactly with the same numbers.
Yes.
We know that well. Okay, I would say that within this podcast, I would suggest that you will be first performance maker Egle Simenaite.
Yes, agreed.
On behalf of this the travel destination that we are having, which is See-Through Wagon. Mm-hmm. But before we get to speak about this later on in the lounge of our airport, so you will be going to the security check. So
yes, bring it on.
Good luck, and we will see you on the other side. So let's take a look at your luggage. What kind of mental luggage are you packing with you when you are making a performance? Are you a light traveler, or do you feel many bags of mental luggage? Thank you.
La 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 la. I am not a light traveler when it comes to mental luggage. I am packing a lot of research, packing a lot of kinds of research. It can be visual, audio, different kind of art, different kind of histories, different kind of situations, experiences. The more the merrier. I'm this kind of traveler of then I can group them, I can pack them into little bags, I can I have the material, a lot of material to play with. Mentally, no, I don't throw almost nothing. I keep the song names, I keep the lyrics, I keep the pop songs, I keep the metal, everything goes.
Everything is in use. How about forbidden, dangerous items? What would be such a immaterial thing, like thought, some value or text that should absolutely be banned from your performances?
Oh, that's a tough question. What should be banned? What kind of idea should be banned? I'm thinking maybe I'm. I cannot say 100%, but maybe that what comes to my mind is things and objects or like used in their own, used according to their purpose. Somehow like if a chair is a chair, maybe no. If of course I'm already like contradicting myself because I think I have performances where things are things.
Did not Sigmund Freud said that sometimes a chair is just a chair?
Yes, and I know that. Okay, maybe it's this, that there can be things as things, but they then don't travel as my companions, as like my artistic companions. They are just things then. I don't, yeah, no, I don't know. Or maybe, yeah, maybe what doesn't travel is actually clutter. Like physical clutter doesn't travel with me. I'm more, even though like mentally I'm super, everything comes, but physically I'm extremely minimalistic. I'm like very pro empty stage and only energy, empty, only presence, only energy. I wanted to make a performance out of material of temperature. I still didn't arrive there, but that's my wish, to work with materials like that. That I don't want to work with tables and chairs and coffee machines, or maybe I want, but I didn't get there yet.
Also part of the weather and temperature.
Yeah.
If you think that performance is an airplane that carries people somewhere, so in performance that you are making, where would be your seat or your place?
In the middle, maybe. In the middle. I wouldn't like to put myself into the... Yeah, because I think in the middle is the best chance to...
Survive.
Actually. No, I didn't know that. But I somehow I don't want to be in the back, looking from a back to everybody. I don't want to be in the front driving the thing. I feel like somehow in the middle it's a best chance to feel the atmosphere and feel what's going on, or like fastly, get an impulse of what is going on. So I somehow think in the middle, yeah.
Middle seat. You're going to continue now from the security check soon to the duty-free zone. So which kind of duty inside performance making is such that you would give up first in the duty-free?
Ready-made plans, ready-made dramaturgy. Ready-made dramaturgy doesn't go, no.
Interesting that you say it as a duty. I don't disagree, but it's interesting. Which would be a duty that you would give up last? Something that is you would hold on to mostly.
The drive, the motivation, or I would say idea, but I don't mean like mental idea. I mean the force that is driving you to do the performance, to make it, or so this idea that that drives you to do something, that you feel that you need to do it, and it's now the time, and you are thinking about it and feeling it. This force goes last, because if without it I don't think I will be making anything.
Yeah. Good, thank you. So good luck in the duty free, and we will see you on the other side at the cafe place. Okay, so welcome back from
Hello,
security
hello.
check and duty free.
I'm all checked
You are checked and free.
and free of duty.
We are sitting in our ephemeral, transcendental airport for an ephemeral coffee, and we have some time before you continue on your trip. So let's speak a little bit on the destination, which is see-through when gone. Can you tell a bit about this performance?
Yes, See Through When Gone has a format of suggested by Grus Grus Theater, which I really appreciate. The format is a solo performance, a site-specific performance, a performative excursion, and the destination of this journey is supposed to be that the audience are arriving to their magical thinking, and their perception is challenged or opened up a bit to other forms than people, and then everything that you see around. So the destination is basically, yes, opening up of some capacities that were maybe not, or activating some capacities, let's say, not so natural in everyday life.
Mm-hmm. A confession to the listeners, I watched this performance, or no, I watched this, not I experienced this performance, and maybe in other circumstances I would say, no, please tell us more concrete what is happening, but in this case I would really advise to take Egle's words for it. It's an experience. It is
Please
not so much about yes, it is an experience.
Yeah.
It is beyond this travel metaphor that we are using in this podcast also, but also generally, it is a trip. Even beyond this metaphor, it is a real trip. But let's, Egle, give some concrete info.
Yes.
When, where.
Okay, so the performance is going to be repeated this September 2025. Because of needed light conditions, we start on the 13th of September, and then we have performances on the 15th, on the 17th, 18th, and 21st of September. It starts 8:30, and the location is Uitamo Air Defense Battery. But before heading to the location, the audience receives the introduction next to the dog park, where let's say the rules of the trip are explained to them so that we could safely and smoothly travel. But the location of the performance is the Uitamo anti-aircraft battery.
Mm-hmm. I think it's this, yes.
Uitamo,
Yeah.
Turku. It's
And a more precise instructions are available in
Yes.
our website. So
Yes. And I will just have to leave this cliffhanger here that for this performance, the time of the day, because of the specific light, is very important. So even though it's quite weird to start a performance 8:30, but for some people maybe it's too late. For some people it's weird that it's past and not. But we are counting minute by minute the sunset, and when will the light be right. So this is the reason, and the rest
For
you
me
can
that,
come and experience.
For me, this kind of reason would already be an impulse to just go and experience it. There's any reason that is better than well, we always have performances at 7:00.
Because we need to go to sleep by 11.
That's the So yeah, we share the same nocturnal
Attitude, yes.
attitude to life.
There are
Yes.
larks, there are owls, but we are bats.
Yes, incurable.
Yes.
Um, Something that I noticed mostly looking at the side at your work, but I see that light design, if can call it in this way, not in traditional sense, but the use of light is quite central to all your works.
To recent works.
To recent
yes.
works.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I had a period where I was very interested in sound and texture of sound, vibrations of sound, how to deconstruct or compose, and there were a series of works investigating that. And somehow I got very interested later in light, or like light as a material, because somehow in my works I didn't kind of think of it like that, but somehow what comes out of me are these the material. I am interested in working with these very ephemeral materials, like sound as sound and whatever that can be, or light or color, or as I said, temperature, or so in this work also. Light, I took light as a material, and then through the process I started needing to give shape for that light, and this is how it took how I needed to negotiate. Was it imagery? What was it? Color? Was it reflection? What do I need? What qualities of light do I need? What is it? Sparkling? Is it how to make it functional? How to make it opening? Or do I make it functional, or I don't need to make it functional? What should be functional, what shouldn't, and so on. But light is material in this.
Yeah, as a puppeteer, materialist, object theater maker, I find it very interesting that you approach light as a material, because it is maybe the material that we are using the most nowadays. Thinking about telecommunication, everything is basically light.
Yes.
That what is like transmitted and what we are using in this. So to get hold of this material that went overall and to shape it for your artistic needs sounds very, very interesting. It's something that is completely neglected from point of view of any kind of material theater.
Yes, because I feel like we are more often focusing on functionality of things and not allowing them just to be things, or be something that is not required to be any kind of function.
Exactly. And so to if I suggest that, so instead of imposing a role on the material and say, now you play the role of this, just say that let's listen, or observe. Let's give the stage to this material to show us what it is. And also, like, another maybe thing that I would like to mention about light specifically is that it's connected with traveling, but in a very meta way, that light doesn't stop. It just is present through the obstacles that you put in its way. But light itself, it is not present unless you put those obstacles. And that's some kind of very philosophical thinking in making of performances, that I don't use light as a background or as to complement the main player, because the main player is the light. So you have to learn how to work with this material and to listen to this specifically. And it's nothing that you can learn without trying it and just like trying again and again to listen and to be with it and to see what it suggests and what it doesn't suggest. But in the context of a performance and how we how we define it, how we frame it. So light as something that is there. It's already defining. It's defining our performance. We are spectators.
Yes.
Maybe as first. So visual input, and what defines the beginning of a performance and the end of a performance if light is constant all the time. You know, light was there before the performance started. It's still light, and how we shape this this ephemeral material that is continuous all the time.
Yeah, or how do we communicate with the material if we don't have the language? I can say how I'm communicating with people, or with or there's, I don't know, we're getting into very, 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 very philosophical topics, but we know how to communicate sometimes as directors to different kind of professionals, and we share some kind of artistic language with dancers, with performers, with singers, with anybody who is having an artistic practice. But then when we start taking into account the, let's say, languages that we don't know, then it's a challenge, because how am I communicating with okay, I will be like very meta now, but with a creature that doesn't have that we have almost nothing in common. We don't. They don't look like me. They don't. Are they even they? What is this?
Physicality, values.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's something very profound, or maybe like more kind of like at the ground level, I would say, of performance making, this attempt to communicate with something that is beyond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you actually kind of poked the thing that I'm never I never want to admit, or I never want to utter it, but I think that is secretly or somehow subconsciously the main aim, to communicate with something beyond. And I'm constantly striving for that, and then keeping myself from striving from that. But I feel like in the end, this is something that I am not maybe totally in control. Yeah.
Can I suggest a kind of a provocative, say like
twist?
not a twist, but a dichotomy that performance art can either be, which means includes also traditional theater, could either be putting a mirror and just looking at your own reflection, or trying to put a window and trying to see like through to the other side. And there are contradictions they're contradictive, and we can see that this attitude leads you to different kind of result. See through and gone is definitely the window department.
Yes. Yeah, you think I need to stay with this idea for some time, but I'm very glad that you brought it up. I will have some food to think about it. It's truly beautiful. Yes.
Actually, this window idea and communicating to the other side or reaching out, that brings to my mind another project that you are in the stage of preparing at the moment. Project that will hopefully come, Outsiders.
Yes.
And I think it's quite a lot about as the name
Yes.
suggests, the out, yes, reaching to the other side. Would you
Yes.
like to tell in some words about this?
Yeah, Outsiders is the project that we're now cooking for hopefully 2026. And Outsiders is not a performance, it's a small mini curated program of guests, of international foreign guests. It came as an idea from a need to somehow let in some circulation into the artistic community, and for exchange of different experiences and different philosophies of art making, and just for communication with totally different and so it is a small curated program that has a topic for 2026. The topic is clouds are for storing data. That's the topic. And now we are trying to make a selection of several performances that would cover as vast as possible range for that topic. And then we will invite those performances here to Turku, and we will have interviews with the artists or artist groups that are making those performances, and we will ask them to bring an artistic statement or a manifesto, and there will be some other kind of curated, mini curated surprises. But for now, we're working towards creating this project, and towards 2026 that we could actually bring it and make it in Turku.
Damn. Okay. Let's hope we all live to see it happen.
Yes, please.
Okay. Great. Our time is finishing. Thanks for bearing with the English language. We somehow managed.
Kiitos. Kiitos paljon.
Tack så mycket. And thank you, Egle, for coming. You will be now boarding on your trip towards the performances, and for our listeners, if you didn't experience it, so I warmly recommend it.
Thank you, Ishmael, for questions and for having me here. It was a pleasure. And now I'm going to catch my flight.
Bye.
Ciao.